Fatima, she gets a lot of flack for not being a ride or die. And it's
She's
not-
a ride or run.
She's
running right now.
I think she is a ride or die within reason.
But is she
don't
coming
ask
back?
for
Y'all
too
think she's
much.
coming back?
I think she's coming back.
Okay.
Episode 6:13.
Look me in my eyes.
Eyeballs, connection.
Y'all ready to spill the shot tea?
Might as well blow on it first.
No. Straight spill.
Sometimes it starts off too
Piping
hot.
hot. Tea.
Are you saying my baby is gonna die?
No, not at all. Ronnie will live a long, full life. He'll just require extra care.
She's just taking blow after blow after blow every season. She's gonna come out of it, whatever it is. She's always gonna find an answer. She's always gonna find a way to make it better. That's just who Kiesha is.
She's a survivor.
Yeah, she's a survivor. And I'm sure she's gonna pass that down to her baby, no matter the diagnosis, you know?
If your abductor isn't the father, then who could it be?
Who do you think?
One of the most shocking storylines of the season to me has been to discover that baby Ronnie is Nook's biological child.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so like shocking on so many levels because we know what Kiesha went through when she was abducted and that she was sexually assaulted. And we know the journey of her struggling whether or not to keep the baby and then putting the baby up for adoption after she did give birth and then feeling guilty about it and bringing the baby back. Like, this poor girl has gone through so much.
You know, and she had the strength to say like, okay, my abductor is a father. I'm gonna ride this out. I'm gonna stay strong. I'm gonna have this baby and be a great mom. So to have that strength to do something so hard.
How are you gonna feel when that baby starts to look like his father?
Really, Mom? It's kind of a blessing to then hear like somebody that you were with and somebody that you love. So I'm happy for her about that. And I believe that she's gonna pull her baby out of everything that he's going through.
You still want a paternity test?
I don't need one. If she say he's mine, he's mine.
I need one.
It was very much a Maury Povich moment. I'm just curious how we all feel about Emmett experiencing, the fact that now there's this tether to this former relationship now that won't go away because he's the father.
Doesn't Emmett have tethers to a lot of
Exactly.
relationships? What?
He does.
It's interesting how people are worried about how he feels, but I'm watching his other kids.
Yeah.
And no one has said like, how does Kiesha feel about that?
Right.
You know, she just gets up and does it every day. It's an even exchange, if you ask me.
Good point.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Just a little dose of his own medicine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go stay with my mother for a while.
So what does that mean for us?
We're just taking a little break. For now.
I don't want to filibuster, but this is my thing. All right, I think for a lot of trans women, we have this internalized idea that we don't deserve love. I think when I get Victor in my life, it's like I'm faced with that, and I'm like, well, let's see how far I can push it. And Victor just, I think in this season, hasn't been emotionally or psychologically present for her.
You can't keep trying to save everybody, especially when you have family right here at home who needs you.
Even though this is the relationship she truly desires, she's taken a step, like standing in her truth and her power to say, it's not the way that I deserve, and so I'm going to take a break from that, as painful as it is for her. And I'm proud of her for doing that. I'm very proud.
Yeah.
Oh, what you got?
I hear you. Don't sip the tea.
No, I must.
I hear you, and
Okay,
I
bring it.
agree with you, and I understand. But I feel like he's a good guy. He's going through a lot.
I'm not asking for too much. If I tell you I'm dealing with all of this stuff, even though you're going through an election, you're
He's
going
going through it,
Right.
girl.
Get that.
He's going through.
I get that.
I ain't snitching. Then you going to jail.
Okay. You know what? No, hold on.
Wait, we gotta take this.
Hold up. Because that
give me
episode,
a
that
justice.
episode
What?
where, how dare you tell Quincy that you buried a body? You wouldn't tell me.
I helped him dump a body.
But can we handle that?
You wouldn't tell me.
That's fair.
Why didn't you tell me?
What good would that have done?
What if he knew you were gonna leave him, so it was like more of like he was protecting the relationship?
If I'm gonna leave him then, I'm gonna leave him later. I'm gonna leave him at any point if that's how I truly feel. You can't take away my agency and not tell me stuff.
You make a good argument.
Yeah. I feel you though.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I don't understand sign language.
Another great moment in the show is our new deaf character.
Yes.
Serena.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen this in my lifetime. I haven't seen a queer woman of color play a deaf character on TV, so we're breaking ground in a lot of ways.
With that character, with
And
Serena.
I love Dre, the real life Dre. She brings such an energy to our set and our cast. Whenever she's on screen, the whole screen it lights up. And you know she's signing, but you can somehow understand what she's saying because she's so animated and she's so
passionate.
emotive.
Yeah.
So excited to have that character on the show.
Pay your tithes with enthusiasm, and God will bless you with enthusiasm. Amen. Amen.
Coming into the Chi has been a beautiful experience because everyone is so gracious and warm and welcoming.
We try to show love.
Yeah, it's great. They're not really as hard as they like to come across.
I'm hard.
L'lerrét's hard. I apologize.
You didn't meet me first. I go through a hazing process.
So is it coming or is it just a
surprise?
You don't
I can't
know.
tell
You never
Wow.
know.
So maybe take
Don't
back
get
everything I
comfortable.
said.
You used to hustle?
Just because I'm a pastor doesn't mean I don't have a past. When I was your age, I used to run these streets.
You gotta understand, Pastor Ezekiel ended up on the streets. He was homeless at one point, and that was the lowest he'd ever been. So he found a hustle that made sense for him, that works for him. He feels like he's providing a service to the people. The question is he using God? Is he letting God use him? Right?
I feel like to give him the benefit of the doubt, he is trying to mentor Papa. But his values are just really fucked up.
Yeah, I think he just really believes in the capitalistic values of America, and he's finding his way in.
Yeah.
I think he's going to hell.
Deal. It's a deal.
Pastor Ezekiel is definitely in over his head. What was it, F around to find out? You know, he effed around and found out. But I think he's gonna learn from this experience and shift and pivot.
Is he?
I think he has to. I think that's just the way he's had to maneuver in life. It's like, okay, this way doesn't work. I gotta find another way.
Yeah.
And I don't think he allows himself to get too comfortable.
Well, now the price is going up.
He got too comfortable with Douda.
He
got too comfortable with Douda. So now it's like, okay, let me get back in my pocket.
Maisha said these should be good to send out by mid-November, just in time for the holidays.
I thought those were just for us.
Some are, but one of them will be our Christmas card.
I didn't agree to that.
Excuse me?
There was a lack of communication on Tiara's part, so it kind of blindsided Marcus. And he was like, whoa, that's a lot, you know? I think that is, the relationship is still somewhat new, and that there's certain markers in a relationship that, you know, really let you know how serious a relationship is, and sharing holiday photos, definitely I would agree is one of them, and I think it's something that you should just have a conversation about. And Marcus definitely feels that.
But there's nothing about her that's like, oh, red flag. There's nothing.
I mean, to him,
Have you seen her past?
And what do you get out of this?
Speaking engagements, maybe an endorsement deal. Why does it matter if it's real or not?
We're talking about now.
I know,
There's
but
nothing,
it's
there's no
still
red
part of
flags.
a person's fabric.
What's the worst that can happen? Y'all take these pictures and then you send these cards out and people see that you all are together.
As Joel, I don't think there's a worse. I think for Marcus, he's just uncomfortable because he's been single for so long that this is an indicator that,
It's serious.
the freedom is leaving.
Yeah, do you love it?
I think so.
You don't sound too sure.
No woman feels as good as freedom.
I don't think he need to be in a relationship.
Say more.
Like if a guy that I was interested in, I heard him say no woman feels as good as freedom, I would be like, go get your freedom.
I just miss when we used to have fun all the time.
I'm your woman, not an amusement park.
That's fair.
That's very fair.
Because I think that you could have issues that you're working on, but if that is the underlying assumption, that's a problem.
As many enemies as you got, you need to make sure someone is protecting you.
Leon, unfortunately now Leon is.
He was fun while he lasted.
It was good. It was good. It was good.
Did any of you get a chance to shoot with Leon, aka Alonzo?
Not only that, I'm just like, does Fatima have a reaction? Does Fatima even know who Alonzo is? Does Fatima even know Victor had a lawyer? I don't know. She don't be knowing nothing.
Cause she left. She cut and run.
Man.
He don't tell her nothing.